regional relief operation, with the United Nations heading the effort.
I'm here in Muzaffarabad, which has become the centre for the relief operation. There are agencies coming in here, but the problem is there's simply not enough. And officials have voiced privately that they can't understand why, for such a large disaster, the scale of the relief is so small. There's many problems here. One is simply the complexity of the logistics. What we have here is a tent city in the middle of Muzaffarabad. You've got some flat land which allows tents to be put up. And what people have done is they've set up makeshift tents, corrugated steel, whatever they can find. And also you've got a mixture of tents from the aid agencies. But this is one of the nicer places, if you can believe that. There's still a lot of areas that haven't received any help at all, and they're suffering from exposure, from lack of medical treatment. Helicopters are coming in and out of those areas, but there's still hundreds of villages that haven't been reached, that are still cut off, and some people are taking days to walk to Muzaffarabad, begging, pleading for some kind of help. It's a huge problem, and as the temperature gets colder, the winter is setting in, there's a real risk that people are going to die from exposure. So the aid agencies do have a massive task ahead of them, but what seems to be happening is that there is a lot of coordination, there is a lot of talk, but in terms of action, very little seems to be done. The aid agencies are here, not nearly enough aid agencies are here, and certainly the facilities, the resources, the amount of food that's required, the amount of tents, the amount of blankets, they're not here, so they're not being distributed to the outer areas. So there is a real danger that this, from an earthquake, could develop into a second catastrophe.
That was Dumeetha Luthra there reporting in.
1,000 people.